What's good, Troll? I'm back with another vid, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired, but I got off a little early, so got me a decent amount of sleep. It's like 9:50 this morning. Got off at like 4ish, 3:30, somewhere in there. But today I wanted to talk about the importance of being able to control your emotions and why it's something that will carry you so much further in life. So currently, this is something that I am struggling with. I'm struggling with very, very, very badly at the moment. I wouldn't say it's just bad, like I'm out here just doing stupid stuff in my life, but there have been multiple occasions to where I have let someone else's actions or the feeling of being in one place that I don't want to be in affect how I feel mentally and emotionally. And one thing I can say is not it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling being in an environment or being that person that is constantly affected by the things around them. And for me, I think it's just like half the time I expect me from other people. And I don't think you can really do that. Everybody's their own person, everybody's their own human. So I don't think it's logical for us to expect what we would do or what we would be considered in and expect that from someone else. I feel like that will cause you to be angry a lot. I feel like it'll cause you some sort of depression. And it's something that you really need to pay attention to seriously because when you're struggling emotionally, you start to make unintelligent decisions. You're very weak minded and you will constantly make terrible, terrible decisions for yourself. You won't be as locked in as you should either because you're worrying about the wrong thing. You're letting these things that are getting you out of character write your story for you. And that's something that you always want to avoid. Um, oh no, just experiencing this thing and seeing both sides of things. I've seen myself very negative, not want to do anything, being depressed. And I've seen myself really positive and uplifting. And I just see the difference in what I got done and what my life looked like. And nothing really changed drastically other than my mindset and my attitude. So telling y'all that because it's very important. When you have a positive attitude, it will it will take you a lot further than what you think it will. Um, the way I can put this is okay, everybody knows in the Bible you reap what you sow, right? Doesn't matter if what you did feels like it's justifiable. Maybe you do have a good reason of feeling the way you do, but it doesn't give you the right to respond negatively or unintelligently because that's when you're wrong. Yes, something someone may do will affect the way you are and the way you feel, but that does not make your actions afterward justifiable. And when we start believing that it does, we start to do stupid things. When you do stupid things, you start to build this life of constant dumb mistakes that you have to fix that will take forever to fix and get back. And you still have to pay for it because you reap what you sow. Whatever you put out, you shall get it back. So I want you guys to really understand that it is very important to be able to brush a lot of things off your shoulder, be able to move past a lot of things without sitting and contemplating on how you're gonna get revenge or simply just having an attitude for X amount of time when you could just be happy and being productive. Because I don't know, I think this is kind of like a topic that most people won't really sit down and explain, but I'm doing the best I can to explain it for y'all. But I'm telling y'all, it's very important to be positive. It is very important to not let these people write your story or these things write your story or have any control over pressing the pause button on your story. Because if it's not a person that you're allowing to reach your emotions and affect your attitude in your day to day life, you're letting something affect your attitude in your day to day life. And when you do it, it's like you press the pause button on your progress because now you don't really do anything because you're so out of line. You're so out of line with yourself and the way that you want to be for yourself. And it's like you press the pause button on every single bit of progress that you're making. And I'm here to tell you, you don't want to do that because if you don't catch it fast, it will affect you for a long time. And those are things that you have to pay for in the future. And those are things that you have to deal with every single day. And you have to watch yourself consistently fall right back into the rabbit hole. And the rabbit hole goes as deep as you think it can. Goes really deep. So the longer you wait, the harder it is to pull yourself out of that hole. So I would give you the advice of just start paying attention to your emotions and your actions when you're emotional. Like I said, yes, what you're doing, not what you're doing, what you're feeling may be justified and reasonable of how you feel, but that does not make it okay for you to respond negatively or unintelligently because that's when you are wrong. Life will never be peaches and cream to where everything is just 100% positive for you. I don't think it ever will. You will always have some type of struggle in life that you have to continuously get through. And like I said, you don't need to be making unintelligent decisions and being this emotional wreck all because you can't control your emotions. All because you can't control your actions. You will make yourself look like a complete idiot letting these things affect your internal. The external is infecting your internal and you look like a unintelligent person because you're constantly letting these outside things control you and they don't even matter. A lot of times when it comes from people are dealing with something of their own and they just don't know how to handle it on their own. That's their business. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. That's their business. That has nothing to do with you. So learn how to let those things go and let them fall right off your shoulders and do what you gotta do. Always handle things with respect. Always handle things in a positive manner. And you will consistently put yourself in better positions. Instead of constantly being angry and this emotional wreck, like I said, and putting everything off to the side and pressing pause on your life. So I know it wasn't that long of a video, but I did want to speak on this topic because it actually kind of came up earlier at work. So I decided to kind of talk about it for me and from my perspective. And I pray that it helped you guys. I don't know, I might make another video later, but I think this is day number 10 or video number 10. And I'll see y'all on the next one.